Hello, everyone. Welcome to this beautiful training of reading Wikipedia in the classroom. Wow, we all are welcome. And the topic is developing media and information literacy skill among teachers through reading Wikipedia in the classroom. That is what we are going to train on today. So, but first of all, who are we? My name is Obegelia Zilo, a certified trainer on using Wikipedia in the classroom, project coordinator 2 with Igbo Wikimedia User Group, head of studies, Igbo language and culture, Federal Government Girls College, Buhari, Abuja. And the foundation that is supporting this program, this training, is the Wikimedia Foundation, a non-profit charitable organization dedicating to encouraging the growth and distribution of free knowledge throughout the whole world. Now you know your trainer and the foundation supporting this training. Please tell us name of school, class you teach, why you join, what you intend to achieve using the chatbot. Yes, chatbot. Good. Names are coming in already. I can see Ngozi from Nnamdi Azikiwe University. Welcome. Emilia or Euphemia, good. Euphemia from Princeton Academy, Lagos, welcome. Bukola, a principal, wow, welcome. Then Clement, Leadership Academy, taking care of SS1, SS2. SS1, that's senior secondary class 1, senior secondary class 2. Then Atiba from Boys Secondary School at Pope, taking care of JS3. Wow, so many names coming in. Don't worry, I'll get to know all of you as the time goes on. So this is our agenda. If you check your training bag, you will see the agenda and other manuals inside. So this is what we are going to deal on. The training is going to concentrate on this today. So let's move on. The training is divided into 3, Module 1, Module 2, and Module 3. For today's training, we are concentrating on Module 1. And what we are going to deal with on Module 1 has to do with 4 topics that is grouped into Section 1, the other 5 topics into Section 2. So you have introduction to assessing information, what is Wikipedia, common misconception about Wikipedia, why use Wikipedia in the classroom. At the end, the teachers will be able to distinguish different types of digital learning resources, understand what Wikipedia is all about and how it will benefit them when they use it in the classroom, and how to use Wikipedia to gain general understanding of a topic. The rule for certification is you must complete all assignments, you must participate in the 3 live sessions, you're already in 1 now, must submit your final project a week after the whole training, which will be May 17th, 2022. So let's ride on. Let's jump into the main arena. What is assessing information? Assessing information is the ability to identify, collect, analyze different information that you collected from different information providers and use this information effectively. So what do you use to collect information, or how do you collect information? You collect information with your mobile phone, laptop, desktop, iPad, digital television, and the rest. Where do you get your information from? What's the source? You can get from school, archives, museum, media, libraries, manual, textbooks, internet, and so on. So once you understand these 2 things, 2 methods of assessing information, you're halfway through. So what is Wikipedia? The word was appropriated to describe a website that has speed and can allow rapid content creation by editors. That means that people can come together and be creating content at the same time, at the same moment, maybe in different locations, and it will be going into the website. The website will be accepting it. A single page in Wiki website is called a wiki page. Wiki can be defined as a web tool users collaboratively use to add, delete, modify, create content, and publish information directly from or on the web browser. You see, so it's going to be a web tool that different editors come together to use at the same time. It's either to add content or delete content or modify a content or create a content or even to publish a content, publish information. The most famous wiki is Wikipedia. So what is Wikipedia then? Wikipedia is a multilingual free content online encyclopedia that started since 2001. It is written and maintained by a community of volunteers through a module of open collaboration. Wikipedia is helping to create a world where everyone can freely share and access all available information, yes, irrespective of your age, language, religion. Just come, you're welcome. It has grown into the world's largest reference website with a visit from 1.5 billion people every month. Imagine that, that's huge. It has more than 6 million articles written in more than 350 languages of the world as at April 5th, 2022. Anybody with internet access and has knowledge of the digital tools or media and information literacy skills can add content or retrieve content from the wiki page. Now, if you don't have knowledge of digital tools or media and information literacy skills, you have no business there. But wiki is telling you, come, we can teach you, we can equip you, we can train you to have all those things so that you can partake in this free knowledge that they are sharing. Wikipedia is always up to date at all times. Make no mistake about that. But there are some misconceptions about Wikipedia. Some say that it's a place where people can just go and add their own opinion. That's a lie. Whatever you add in Wikipedia must be verifiable and reliable. You can't just say it the way you want it. There must be somewhere you're getting it from that is factual, something that is factual, and it doesn't have to be one source. You collect from different sources. Then there's another misconception that it encourages plagiarism. That's another lie. In Wikipedia family, we encourage originality. We encourage creativity. We believe that people's creative minds should be acknowledged. When somebody does something creative, it should be acknowledged. If you're talking about somebody's work, you should acknowledge the person, because it's not easy to put ideas together, to put ideas down. So they encourage originality and creativity. Another one is that no significant individual, organization, or group has monopoly of Wikipedia article. Yes, you don't say because you wrote it, so it's yours. No, you're not the only one that contributed. There are so many people contributing information, contributing content. So it doesn't belong to one person or one organization. So why are we trying to make you use Wikipedia in the classroom? There are so many reasons. Remember that our topic is developing media and information literacy skills. So using Wikipedia in the classroom will help the teachers improve their media and information literacy skill. Information literacy has to do with facts, figures, statistics, and data. Facts, figures, statistics, and data. Media literacy has to do with understanding the methods and outlets in which information is published. What method do you use to publish your information? What method do you use to send your message across to people? Which of the outlets do you use? Then technology literacy has to do with understanding the machines that make the information age possible. So if you can understand these things, you're halfway there. So the media and information literacy skill, according to UNESCO framework, has to do with the ability to assess, interpret, combine, and use knowledge and information gotten from information providers effectively in the classroom. Number 2, using Wikipedia in the classroom will make your content or whatever you're going to teach or dish out to students, reliable and verifiable. It is a reliable and verifiable educational tool that can bring the 21st century skill to its full development. Remember, one aspect of the 21st century skill is the competency on media and information literacy skills. So if you use Wikipedia in the classroom, you're going to teach your students how to be 21st century skill compliant through media and information literacy. They'll be able to know which one is factual, how to collect statistics, how to assess information, where to go and access information, and how to use this information effectively. Now, there are 4 traits you can build in a student once they are good with their 21st century skill. One of them is leadership. That is motivating a team and walking them through to accomplish a goal. When they set out a goal, you motivate them. They have within them, they want to achieve this because they believe it's going to work. Then the other one is initiative, starting a project on their own without waiting for the teacher to come and tell them to start. They will have the ability to start doing things on their own, start solving problems on their own, start trying to plan and complete maybe an event, a project, a training on their own. The other one is productivity, maintaining efficiency in striving to work hard without distractions. Another one is social skill, meeting and networking with other people. That is irrespective of who you are. Don't say because I don't belong to this place, I shouldn't know. In Wiki family, we are all treated, we treat one another with respect. We behave as if we've come from the same family. You listen to another person, listen to that person's opinion or idea. He might not be right, but even your own idea or opinion might not be right, but the ability to listen, you might pick 1 or 2 things from what the person is trying to say or what the person has already said. So we try to listen to each other, lend a helping ear, lend a helping hand, lend a helping mind, try to create things together, build it together to work for us, and to benefit everybody. So these are the traits you develop in students when you teach them and they are competent in the 21st century skill. It also promotes the use of open educational resources and SDG Goal 4, which says that education should be accessible and qualitative for everybody. It's also always up to date. Using Wikipedia in the classroom, your students will always be up to date in any information or in any situation. It is a great place to start a research work, yes. It gives you background information of any topic you can think of, any topic at all. Just think about it. Go to Wikipedia page to give you an information of how to go about that topic or what the topic is all about in case you don't understand it. It helps students to be safe online. In this way, the students know where to get their information from. They'll be able to learn which information is real, which information is fake, and which information is misleading. So using Wikipedia in the classroom will help them to overcome all this. Now it's time to go for break. When we come back, we'll now deal with question, answers, and assignments. Welcome back. This is our question, answer, and discussion section, then our assignments. So I'd like you to use the chat box again to put up questions. Yes, somebody said, films, plays, radio programs, videos, animation, lectures, and audios. Can we also classify this under information providers? Yes, they are. Depending on the type of film, type of play, type of radio program you're talking of, there must be a message that that particular film or play is trying to pass across. There's a type of information that that particular film, play, radio program, video animation is trying to pass across. Let me give you an example. I don't know if any of you here have watched any of the films here. There's a freedom writer about a young teacher that inspired her class of arts risk students to learn tolerance. They came from different environments. They were too violent. They didn't really understand each other. But with the help of the teacher, they were able to tolerate one another, listen to one another, cohabit, live together, and apply this tolerance and everything that they have learned upon themselves and their community, and they came out better. They even went beyond high school. The other one was Precious. Precious is about a teenage girl that got pregnant. He has never gone to school. He doesn't know how to read and write. But when he got accepted into an alternative school, a teacher and a nurse she met there turned her life around. Then there's another one, Lean on Me. There's this terrible school in New Jersey, all boys school in New Jersey, but they are all drug dealing kids. And they changed the principal and brought Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark came and turned their lives around. He taught them to believe in themselves. He taught them to think that the world that the world should appreciate them, because they have things, you need to watch the film so that you understand what I'm saying. And these three films revolves around teaching and learning, teacher and the student. So you see, using Wiki in the classroom, Wiki is telling you Wiki in the classroom is telling us to lean on it so that we can produce precious students that will be freedom writers. Okay, now if I ask, do you agree that if you do have internet access, knowledge of the digital tools or media information skills, you cannot add or retrieve content from Wikipedia? What do you say? Okay, somebody said not sure. Good. Better be safe than committing yourself. Okay, somebody said totally disagree. Beautiful. You see, the question says, do you agree that if you do have internet access, knowledge of the digital tools and media and information literacy skills, you cannot add content or retrieve content from Wikipedia? If you have all the skills, you can add content. But if you don't, you cannot. So I totally disagree with you. Thank you, Martins, for that wonderful answer. Another one is, how do you think that using Wikipedia in the classroom can help keep students safe online? Yeah. Okay, good. Somebody said, by guiding the students on how to access, where to access, interpret, and organize information gotten from information providers and use the information effectively. Beautiful. That means you all were paying attention. What other values do you think that students can benefit from using Wikipedia in the classroom? Okay, put them in the chat box. Let's see. Okay, yeah. It will allow students to become the author of knowledge rather than the consumers of it. Interesting. Inspire students to form critical thinking techniques, to learn from their peers, and to become better contributors in group work. Beautiful. It helps the teacher on how to encourage students to produce content rather than just consume it. Wow. You all were paying attention. See another one. It helps create interactive learning environments. Wiki can help you promote open dialogue. Wow. Offer content access at all times, no matter where the user is located. Beautiful. That's a nice one. So it doesn't matter where you are. You can always access content. You can always, provided you have data. Even in the village, you can. Provide an environmental friendly alternative to paper-based assignments. Interesting. Wow, that's nice. Wow, congratulations. We have come to the end of Module 1, Section 1. I want to say a big thank you to everybody that participated in this program. I want to say thank you very much for coming. So we've grouped you into 5 groups. As you're leaving, you sign your name and collect your assignment. Thank you so much. Thank you.